Hi, so in this video we're going to be working with compound inequalities, right? It's an exercise where it's combining at least two inequalities. So for example, in this one it's telling me that for x plus 5, so 17 is less than or equal to 4x plus 5, and 4x plus 5 is also less than 45. So in this case, we can combine and work together with that exercise for x plus 5 less than or equal to 45. Right? So I'm going to subtract as if I was solving an equation, but in this case, now I have parts, three places on the equation. So if I subtract 5 here, so I can cancel this one, I have to subtract 5 here, but I also have to subtract 5 over here. So minus 5. I mean that I have 12 less than or equal to 4x less than or equal to 40. Now the same, I'm going to divide by 4. So I have to divide by 4 on the left and on the right. So that means that 3 is less than or equal to x and is less than or equal to 10. So that means that any number that is solution of this inequality has to be between 3 and 10. It's telling me that 3 is less than x. So that means that x is greater than or equal to 3 and at the same time is less than or equal to 10. So that means that when I'm going to graph, I'm going to mark right here. It's going to be a shaded circle because it's less than or equal to, and then I'm going to do the same to 10. So that means that every number that is greater than 3 but less than 10 is going to be any number that is right here between those two. And that's my graph and my solution of this inequality. Okay, so number 2, I have -1 less than -1 minus 4b less than 7. Right? So I'm going to add 1 on both sides, plus 1. So 0 is less than 4b less than 8. Now I'm going to divide by -4. -4. And here we have to be very careful because I'm divided by a negative number. So that means that 0, I'm going to flip the inequality sign. So -2. Right? As you can see, if we read this information, it doesn't make sense. 0 is greater than b, that is greater than -2. Right? So when we are working with numbers, the smallest number is always on the left. So I'm just going to switch this -2 less than b less than 0. So this means that a number is going to be greater than any number that is a solution is going to be greater than -2, but at the same time it's going to be less than 0. Less than 0. And as you can see, I'm keeping those circles open because it's not included, it's just less than. 15 less than 8x plus 7 less than or equal to 31. So minus 7 minus 7. So 8 is less than 8x less than or equal to 24. And I'm going to divide by 8. So 1 is less than x less than or equal to 3. So in this case, the first one is going to be open, and then on 3 is going to be closed. So that's my graph, right? Why this one is open? Because this part right here is just less than. And this one is closed because it's less than or equal to. So -23 less than 3b minus 5 less than -17. So I'm going to add 5 on both sides. So -18 less than 3v less than -12. And now divided by 3. So -6 less than v less than -4. And as you can see here, I'm not flipping the signs. Why? Even though this number is negative, I'm dividing by the number that I'm dividing in every space is positive. So -6 is going to be open, 4 is open, and it's everything in between. So I have -4 and greater than -32. So I'm going to divide by -4. So n is less than 8. And this is very important, that is and. So it means that it has to be less than 8, but it also has to be greater than whatever, -4 -4. So n has to be greater than -7, right? I'm going to show you the graph in two different parts. I'm going to start by graphing this one in red. So n is less than 8. So less than 8 is this graph right here. All those numbers over there, right? This one, it's going to be -7, so it's going to be around here. It's going to be greater than -7, right? But because I have an and right there, this is very important. Why? This and right here is very important because it has to be, the number has to be greater than -7, but it has to also be less than 8. So that means that my solution is where these two spaces intersect each other, right? So it's going to be between those two. Now, okay. Now in this case, I have an or, right? Let's start by simplifying, and then we are going to worry about that also. So 6 greater than 14, so -6. So n is greater than 8, or n minus 7 is less than -10, plus 7, so n is less than or equal to -3. -3. All right, but now I have an or. That means that they don't have to share. When we had an and, they have to share a space. In this case, because we have an or, that means that it can be a solution of this side, or it can be a solution on that side. They don't have it to be a solution of both sides. So n plus is greater than 8. So n is greater than 8, and n is at the same, or n is less than or equal to -3. And that's my graph. Next one, I have n plus 6 greater than 14, and plus 6 less than or equal to 2. Or, so -6, n is greater than 8, -6, -6, n is less than -4. So less than or equal to the right, and it's greater than 8. Okay, so I have n plus 7 is greater than 1, or n plus 3 is less than -3. So -7, I have that m is greater than or equal to -6, or -3, I have that m is less than or equal to -6. Right? So in this case, I have that this. I'm going to go with the m greater than -6, so it's that number over there. Right? And then the other one, m is less than -6. It's that one. So as you can see here, every single number, every single real number is going to be a solution of this exercise. Why? Because every single number is going to be or greater than 6, than -6, or less than -6, or equal to -6. And that's it for this lesson. May the force be with you.